Hey everyone, it's Valen, and I'm here with another OpenBlocks bit by bit. Today, we are doing a double feature. That's right, we're doing the fan and the bear trap. Now, first, we're going to cover the fan, then the bear trap, and I'll show you something that I created that kind of shows off what they can both work, how they can both work, especially together. Now, here for the fan, just to make one of them, it's a stone slab, a piece of iron, and a bit of iron bars. For the bear trap, it's 3 iron and 6 iron bars. The fan can be positioned in all sorts of different ways, just by the way that you're facing according to the block that you're on. For instance, if I were to face diagonally here, it will place exactly diagonal. If I'm a little bit off of that diagonal, it'll place a little bit off, just like that. Simple enough, and it responds to a redstone signal. I have this set up over here so that you can actually see the differences. Now I'm in creative mode, so I'm actually unaffected by the fans. They are not going to blow me around, but they will blow entities around if they are in a regular game mode. Now you see I'm actually being pushed. So this one here has an instantaneous redstone signal. If you put a lever next to it as well, that would work just the same. Moving on over here, I've got one that's about 5 blocks away, and it's a little bit slower than the other one. Then I've got one that's 10 blocks away over here. You notice that the fan blade is a little bit slower still. Then I've got one that's 15 blocks away, and you can see it's almost dead stop, and it barely moves me whatsoever. So you can see the differences that you can set this. Now on top of that, you can actually, let's see if I can reset my game mode here. You can actually set up a barrier in front of it, and it will still blow through that barrier. Let me go back to game mode 0, and you can see I'm being blown away from that fan, which is right there. Pretty cool. So with that in mind, let's go over to the bear trap. Now the bear trap, it's a very simple invention. I mean, it's not going to actually catch me. It will catch just about everything else though, almost all entities in the world. There are some instances of a few boss-like mobs as well being trapped in these bear traps. So that could prove to your advantage. But depending upon the mod, they may have removed that functionality as it being some kind of exploit. But moving on, to give you an idea, here's a pig. He just needs to walk over it, and it will automatically clamp onto him. Now, you can bust him out one of two ways. One is to mine up the actual bear trap. The other is to just kill the pig. And it will automatically reopen, just like that. Pretty cool, because it also causes drops to happen for mobs. So to give an example, let's see if I can put one here without getting damaged too much. He's just going to chase me into it. Let's see if I can get him to walk into this. There we go. Now while he burns to death, I haven't actually hit him at all. He's just set me on fire, and that's about all. Once he dies, he should drop regular mob drops. So it's just like he's being injured by a player entity in some ways. Now, that guy actually did not drop anything, but we're going to drop another zombie here. Might as well do a few others just to make sure that I can show you guys what's going on here. Let's see if I can get another one over here too. Why not? And he's not actually going to burn because he's wearing armor. But once these guys end up dying, they should do regular drops. Now they're not going to drop experience at all, but they should drop regular mob drops. There you go, some zombie flesh right there. So, I mean, you can actually turn this into a mob farm. Of course, I have to actually hit him in order to have the experience drop, but the regular items will still drop. Now to give you an idea of the two together, the fan and the bear trap. First, let me go in here. And I'm going to close this. It's going to get dark for a second, but I will light it up for you. So, let's see here. There we go. Lights on. And you can see I've set up this little room. There's actually a witch over there now. She's spawned in here been blown off into the water by the fans, and she is slowly drowning. Now, she may actually also have a way of healing herself, but there are other mobs that are going to end up spawning in there too. For instance, zombies. So, let me just spawn some zombies here. And they're all going to get blown into the water by the fans. And at the bottom of the water, I don't know that you can actually see it. Let me see if I can mine this out a little bit here. Let me change my game mode again. At the bottom, I have, running into lots of guys, bear traps set up. So they're actually going to end up slowly drowning in what I had set up over there. See if I can block that back up. And then on the outside, I have, a vacuum hopper hooked up behind this chest, which then collects all the drops. So, with the bear trap and a fan, an enclosed space, and some ingenuity, I was able to make a very simple mob drop collection device. So, hope you guys liked this OpenBlocks bit by bit. If you like it, please give me drop a like, comment, or subscribe. And until next time, see ya.